We want to empower your future, help you reach your true potential and create a better tomorrow. However, if you're honest with yourself, Grace, if you had to list the three choices in order of priority as goals rather than just wishes, you'd probably put security at the top of the list, comfort in the middle, and wealth at the bottom. Like most people, you probably want, if you don't already have, a job with a steady income with good health and retirement benefits. Next, you'd like a house, a car, and enough money for extras like vacations. Then, of course, you'd like to be rich. But that's only something that will happen if you get lucky, or so you think. Most of what happens in our life happens because of the way we think. Wrong thinking produces wrong emotions, wrong reactions, wrong behavior, and unhappiness. Happiness is a choice. Our thoughts and beliefs are deeply ingrained, so deeply ingrained that we may not even be aware of how much they've shaped our financial or relationship woes. Thoughts plus beliefs plus feelings equal action. Our feelings are never wrong. They always accurately reflect our thoughts and beliefs. And right in the middle of belief is a lie. Sometimes we believe our lies, which affects our feelings. To change the way we feel, we must change the way we think. See, we can't stop negative thoughts flying around, but we can identify our misbeliefs and stop them from building a nest in our head and affecting our feelings. The previous quote in the CNN interview about money being the root of all evil is in the Bible, but it's a misquote. It actually says, the Bible actually says, it is the love of money that is the root of all evil. Jesus also knew the lack of money could cause undue worry. Jesus said to Judas, "You will always have the poor with you," but he didn't say you had to be one of them. The story of the Good Samaritan reminds us to have compassion on the poor and needy. That's why the poorest person in the world is the person who has nothing but money. See, when wealth is lost, little is lost. But when our health is lost, more is lost. But when our character is lost, all is lost. See, we can have a lot of money and not be wealthy at all. Wealth is about thoughts and actions. So watch your thoughts, for they become words. Do not use your mouth to destroy other people, because your bullets may ricochet and come back to you. In the Gospel of Matthew, it warns us, "For by thy words thou shalt be justified, and by thy words thou shalt be condemned." Proverbs 18:21 reminds us, "Death and life are in the power of the tongue." And Galatians 6:7, "So whatsoever a man soweth, that shall he also reap." So we need to be careful what thoughts we place in our minds, that they don't become words. Watch the words, for they become your actions. So we have to speak what we want to happen, not what we don't want to happen. Discipline is the ability to take action regardless of our feelings. In other words, if we learn to discipline our beliefs and thoughts, it will change our feelings enough to take action. Once again, we're reminded right in the middle of belief is a lie. So we have to be careful that we don't believe our lies and identify our misbeliefs, as the previous YouTube showed us. Need to watch your actions, for they become habits. Habits are things we do. They're not necessarily who we are. Take the H off a habit and what are you left with? The bit. So we can change a bit at a time. So watch your habits, for they become character, and watch your character, for it becomes your destiny. Discipline, not desire, will determine our destiny. So we need to discipline our disappointments. And remember, success is not what we have, but who we are. We must be before we can do, and we can do only the extent of which we are. And what we are depends on what we think. Grace, have you ever wanted to help someone out of an awkward situation and not had the time or the money to help? It hurts, doesn't it? We can be as caring and as generous as we like, but unless we have something tangible to give, whether it is cash or goods or knowledge, we're of no help. The reality is we can't give until we've got. It's as simple as that. T Harv Ecker says in his book, Secrets of the Millionaire Mind, money makes you more of what you already are. See, if we don't like giving when we don't have much, we will still not like giving when we do have much, and be afraid of losing what we do have. We do not represent any religion. It was religious people in Luke 10 who walked on the other side of the road, not wanting to risk what they did have. It was a despised rich Samaritan who had compassion, risking what he had to help a fellow human being in need. That's the type of rich person we want to be, bringing peace to households. T Harv Ecker, in his hour-long lecture, he poses these three questions: why be rich? And he says, first one obviously is the lifestyle. But I want to add that it doesn't necessarily mean that we have to be living in a mansion or a private jet. What it does mean is that we don't have to beg. And that's what most people just want. They just want to be comfortable. But the second good reason to be rich is so that you've got something to contribute. And the third reason is we don't have to worry about money changing us. See, if we want other people to be rich with us for the right reasons, we have to become the person they also want to be. And what we have at the moment is what we've attracted by the people that we've become. T Harv Ecker, in this CNN interview, urges people to move beyond survival mindset to millionaire mindset. Survival mindset is selfish, and it does not give us the opportunity to bless more people.
Money, money, money. Is it possible? Is it possible the only thing separating you from your first million is your thinking, your mindset? And what about your children? Are you raising another time card puncher or the next Donald Trump or Oprah Winfrey? Get a load of these numbers featured in a recent CNN.com money report. An annual wealth report found that there were 8.7 millionaires worldwide last year. Check this out. In 2000, hey, that's me. In 2005 alone, 500,000 people reached millionaire status. Not me. The financial forecasters are predicting that by 2010. What a handsome man. The financial wealth of millionaires worldwide will reach $44.6 trillion. And don't you think it's time we got ours? T Harv Ecker is the author of Secrets of the Millionaire Mind, Mastering the Inner Wealth Game. T, good to see you.
Hey, thank you for having me.
I am so conflicted by this segment. I want to believe everything you say, and I don't believe anything you say. But let's try this out for size. There really is a secret to being financially successful?
Absolutely. And it's the root cause of financial success. It's the root cause of anything else, of course. And it's the way you think. You know, in the book, I say, give me 5 minutes and I can predict your financial future for the rest of your life. How? By identifying what's called your money blueprint. Each of us has a personal money blueprint already ingrained in our subconscious mind. And Tony, it is this blueprint more than anything else that will determine your financial life. So you can be the best at your job, the best at your business. You can know everything about stocks and bonds and real estate. But if your subconscious money blueprint isn't preset for a high level of success, you will never amass a large amount of money. And if by chance you do, you'll somehow manage to lose it. Can I give you an example?
Yeah, give me an example.
All right, we've all heard of the fellow with the big hair, great guy, Donald Trump.
Yeah.
Here's this multi-billionaire. He loses everything and more, and 2 years later, he's got it all back again and more. Why? His money blueprint is set for high. On the other side of the coin, we've all heard the stories of lottery winners, right?
Yeah.
They win 5, 10, 50, $100 million. 5 years later, virtually half of them are right back to where they started.
T,
why? Because their money blueprint is set for low.
Well, T, are you essentially saying that our minds tend to get in the way of that we stand in the way of our own success?
Well, you know, there's a formula for the results of your life, and it's very simple. Your thoughts lead to your feelings, which lead to your actions, which lead to your results. So your results are originated in the way you think. And most people, well, most of us, we were all taught how to do money. And most of us were taught by people who didn't either have a lot of money or they had a lot of emotional issues around it. Their ways of thinking and being and habits became our ways, and we just take them for granted as the way we do things now, and we just normally think in ways that for most people are a little bit unsupportive to success.
All right, let me break this down. Sir, is it your belief that all of us watching you this morning can change our thinking and become wealthy?
It's the only way. What else are you going to do? You know, people work hard all the time. People change their job. People, you know, take different classes, and they're all good things.
Everyone is not going to be wealthy, T, and you know it. You can think it, you can believe it. If I believe it, I can achieve it. But not everyone in this society can change their mindset, do the work that you're going to suggest here, and become wealthy. There's randomness to this. There is, well, what do you think?
I think I agree. Not everyone's going to become wealthy because they don't think in terms of wealth. You know, they think in terms of old conditioned beliefs, non-supportive ways of thinking. Let me give you an example if that's okay. Most people, believe it or not, what they actually do is they actually resent rich people. What did we hear? Filthy rich. Rich people are greedy. And it's very simple, Tony. If you think that rich people are bad in any way, shape, or form, and you want to be a good person, then you can never be rich. How could you be something that you resent? Another belief that people have is that, you know, most people, they play the money game on defense versus offense. Their big intention is to have enough to pay the bills or just get by or just earn a decent living or just be comfortable. You know, literally, you have to have an intention like anything else. You had an intention to have your job, you've got it. You worked hard for it, you got it. If you don't have an intention, I want everyone to have an intention to become a multi-millionaire. Why? Because
but this society, and capitalism in general depends on a permanent underclass to do the bidding of the rich industrialists.
True, but that may be true, but you don't have to be one of them. You can be on the opposite side of the fence. And let me just say this, why get rich? Well, one of the reasons, of course, is for yourself, but the other reason is that, you know, you can't give what you don't got. There's a saying that says that. And literally, I believe this, that if you have the wherewithal to get rich, it is your duty to do so you can help other people who just do not have that wherewithal.
The other saying is money is the root of all evil.
Well, if you believe that, you're certainly not going to have any, are you? You know, I believe that money only makes you more of what you already are. It's a tool. You know, if people say, you know, well, it's not as important as love.
Hey, what do you mean by that? Money makes you more of what you already are.
Well,
that's good.
It just enhances who you are. So in other words, if you're a really greedy jerk person, it's going to allow you to be more greedy and a bigger jerk. On the other hand, if you're a very kind and generous person and a compassionate person, it's going to allow you to be even more kind and more generous in the financial arena and help the people that you want to help.
That's good, T. That's good. Let's see the book again. We have it. Let's see the book again. T Harv Ecker is the author of Secrets of the Millionaire Mind, Mastering the Inner Wealth Game. T, good to see you. Thanks for your time this morning.
Thank you so much for having me.
That was fun.
What are the benefits of building your own people helping people SOS team with multiple streams of income? We've got unlimited people to help. We can offer ordinary people the opportunity to earn extraordinary income when they build their own People Helping People SOS team. Lack of money is no longer an excuse. We upgrade from profits, and the small one-time gift to get started is gifted back to us to use when we have taught two people how to help two people to get started. When I lost all my excuses, I found my results. There's unlimited income potential if we keep teaching the system that others can follow. It complements whatever people are already doing, and it does not compete against it. There's incredible tax benefits that an employee will never have. Example, rental of home office space, car expenses, travel and accommodation expenses. There's a flexible schedule. The key to success rests with self-organization. And the key to self-organization rests with you, with us. Our People Helping People SOS System of Success team adopts rich dad thinking. We change from just working for money over to the business owner and investor where we have money working for us. Change your focus from making money to serving more people. Serving more people makes the money come in as we learn to manage it. The poor and the unsuccessful, the unhappy, the unhealthy are the ones who use the word tomorrow the most. Smart people don't work for money. They just do things which other people delay doing. It's another quote by Robert Kiyosaki. Here's another one. Losers are people who are afraid of losing. Your success is our business, doing the right things for the right reasons.